This is browncoder. Remember when Google Pay felt completely different depending on which country you were in? Or when updates seemed to take forever to roll out? Well, Google found a way to fix all of that, and their secret weapon was none other than Flutter. In this video, we're diving into how one of the biggest payment apps on the planet used Flutter to win the global market. Welcome back, browncoder family. It's been a while, but it feels amazing to be back creating content again. Over the past months, the world of coding has exploded with advancements, especially in AI and Flutter, and I couldn't resist jumping back in to share this journey with you. Today's story is all about how Google Pay rebuilt itself using Flutter. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, because we've got a lot more deep dives and coding explorations coming up. Let's rewind a little. Before Flutter, Google Pay was struggling with a major problem. The app wasn't truly global, not in the way Google wanted it to be. Different teams were building different versions of the app for Android, for iOS, and even for different regions. That meant fragmentation. Features rolled out in one market might take months to appear in another. Updates required rewriting the same code over and over again. And worst of all, users weren't having the same experience around the world. Imagine trying to add one new feature, but needing to code it 3 or 4 times separately. That's slow, expensive, and a nightmare to maintain. This was a huge roadblock to Google Pay's ambition of being a seamless worldwide payment platform. And that's when Google decided to make a bold move. They chose to rebuild the entire Google Pay consumer app using Flutter. Now, why Flutter? Simple, a single code base for both iOS and Android. Instead of building everything multiple times, they could now code once and deploy everywhere. But it wasn't just about saving time. Flutter gave them consistency, a unified design and user experience across the globe. It gave them speed, rolling out features to every market at once. And it gave them reliability, fewer bugs, easier testing, and smoother updates. In fact, engineers have reported that Google Pay's new Flutter app drastically reduced technical debt, shrunk the overall code base, and made collaboration across teams far more efficient. Suddenly, what used to take months could now be done in weeks. So what happened after the switch? The results speak for themselves. Development cycles became much faster. Teams no longer had to duplicate work, which meant they could innovate instead of firefighting. User experience became consistent no matter where you were. From India to the US to Europe, the app felt the same. This consistency helped build trust with users and expand Google Pay's reach. Performance improved, bugs dropped, and Google was able to launch features globally at record speed. Flutter wasn't just a framework anymore. It became a cornerstone of Google's global payment strategy. And here's where it gets exciting for you and me as developers. If a tech giant like Google trusts Flutter for something as mission-critical as Google Pay, that tells us a lot about the framework's maturity and power. Flutter isn't just for hobby apps or prototypes anymore. It's being used by enterprises to handle millions of users worldwide. So whether you're working on your very first mobile app or you're planning a large-scale enterprise product, Flutter gives you a future-proof, scalable solution. And here's something to think about. BMW, Alibaba, and yes, Google Pay, all of them are betting on Flutter. That's no coincidence. The future of mobile development is clearly leaning toward frameworks that unify platforms, save time, and deliver beautiful, consistent user experiences. Flutter is leading that revolution. So, what do you think? Are you surprised that Google Pay was completely rebuilt using Flutter? Which other big apps do you think might be secretly running on it? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's start a conversation. If you want to see how Flutter combines with AI to build billion-dollar apps, stay tuned because the next video in this series is going to blow your mind.